Hello, Aletheus. I'm responding to your video, Hey, Back to You. Usually I'm not the kind of person that butts in on a conversation that I haven't been. Something you said in that video perplexed me, and I probably won't get an answer, but might get an answer. Because I've asked a number of Christians this question and I can never get an answer. And I know there must be an answer, but you said that apparently the man you were talking to, I've forgotten his name, I'm sorry, talked about the silence of God, and that's been a big issue out there for theologians and other people. And they bring up the silence of God, but they never seem to answer it, except by simply denying it. And my question is that you said that God actually speaks very loudly, and I'm confused because he's never ever spoken to me or spoken to anyone that I know. He's never been on video speaking that I know of. He's never been in a movie speaking. He wants us, apparently, according to theology, to know about him, to follow a set of rules, etc. It's important for him to create us and then supposedly take care of us, or at least to guide us, giving us freedom. Road signs of how to behave. The question is, why does he need to use prophets? Why doesn't he make everyone a prophet? Why doesn't he speak to all of us? I've always been perplexed by that. Why would he speak only to a group of people? You know what I'm saying? It seems a little odd. Someone comes up to you and says, I'm a prophet, and we would probably think they were nuts. Yet people in the past have said, I'm a prophet, and they've been believed, and because we've all been brought up to believe that those prophets were correct, we believe what they say, so we say God is speaking to us. But that seems so indirect. Why the need to be indirect? That's what I think most of us are saying about the silence of God. And I think that even though most atheists don't admit this, I'll admit it. It's that silence that really gets to us, none of the logical arguments. Because you see all these atheists on the net talking about all these logical arguments and stuff. I'm going to tell you that I don't think, I'm a psychologist, and this is why I think this. I don't think it's the logical arguments that bothers people. I think it's a sense of abandonment. I think it's the idea that even if there was a God, they probably wouldn't worship him. And some people, I believe, who deny the existence of God actually deeply God, and their sense of stating publicly that they disbelieve in him is a person who says my parents are dead when they're really alive and make sure that they're about it. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like, you abandoned me, now I'm going to abandon you, you're dead to me. So when I hear people talk about God being dead, I can only, I'm a psychologist, so give me a break. I'm going to, bias, but it sounds to me when people say, well, God used to exist, but he's dead. That sounds a lot like people who say, you're dead to me, right? So again, I have this question. I know there must be an answer to this, because Christians must have the same emotional feelings that the rest of us have. How is it that you believe God is speaking to us? In what way? How can you be sure of that? Is it just because you have faith in prophets? I get the feeling there must be more from what you've said. I would like an answer. Get one. Maybe it's much more of a complicated question than I think, but it always perplexed me because I've asked this question my entire life of Christians. I've asked it for over 40 years. I'm 45 and I've been asking it for 40 years. I've probably asked it thousands of times. I have never received an answer, or never received an answer that was a real answer. So I hope you'll respond, at least in writing, if not in video. Take it easy, guy.